Greetings, everyone, and welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to day 6 of the Master Your Life Masterclass. Your opportunity to really get it in, to really know what you are to do to maintain you. Okay? So, what is today's subject matter? Today, I'm still giving you time to acclimate to the few practices that I've given you and also to process some of this information in um, in a fashion that it will stick. So I'm not going to rush through anything. I'm giving you quality information, giving you time to really process. So, and we're going to be repeating things over and over and over because that's what life is about. Life is repetition. Every day you get up, every day you put your feet on the floor, every day you take a breath, every day you get something to eat, unless you're a breatharian. Every day you drink some water. Every day you go to the bathroom, take a shower. So repetition is crucial for adaptation. The primary ways that we learn from my from my from my awareness as a young father, I watch my children and I watch, how they pick things up. First thing I noticed was that they were observing everything. Then they started imitating what they saw. Then they got into a flow and a groove and it became part of their norm. So they adapted. So the three basic components of learning, observation, imitation, adaptation. That's how we become who we are. That's how we know what we know. We have to have experience. So that's why I give you things experientially to do so that it's not just information. The word information actually has a meaning. Inform, bring into being. Formation, the process of bringing into being or the process of forming what is in process. So I'm giving you information to bring you into form or into awareness of how to maintain you, how to be the best possible you. Okay, so yesterday I touched on the spleen and I showed you how to get information from your device. For the sake of continuity, I'm going to briefly do that with the first two organs that we discussed. And also remember the time frames. I'm not going to show you the clock today. Time frames 5 to 7, large intestine. Time frame 7 to 9, stomach. Time frame 9 to 11, spleen. So, touch on the spleen. I'm going to give you a quick overview of, that's my device, okay? I'll get y'all into practice. I want you to practice this now. Practice, practice, practice. It's the only way you're going to really adapt. Okay, so the first organ that we discussed at 5 to 7 a.m. optimal time for the large intestine. The large intestine consists of the colon, rectum, and anal canal. The wall of the large intestine has the same type of tissue that are found in other parts of the digestive tract, but there are some distinguishing characteristics. The mucosa has a large number of goblet cells. People drink from goblets. I guess the large intestine doing a lot of drinking, processing that water. Goblet cells, but do not have villi. Villi. You all know what villi are? Those little finger-like projections in the other part of the intestines, the colon. That if you look at it under microscopes, looks like flora, like looking out on the plains or either at the ocean floor. We're going to talk about that as time goes on, or you can go ahead and check it out yourself. Okay, so this is something different. It says, what emotions are stored in the large intestine? Aha. Take a look at these emotional colon blockages and see if any represent any physical manifestation in your body. Yes. Ascending colon, anger. Your ascending colon sits below, just below your liver, on the right hand side of the abdomen. Transverse colon, anxiety and worry. Descending colon, sadness and fear. Hmm. Y'all can look up organs and emotions, and you'll get more information. Typically, you're going to hear of the major organs that we typically talk about, the liver, the kidneys, spleen, heart, lungs. Here we're going into the colon. Now, these emotions actually correlate to some of those organs that I named. So obviously the colon has some type of connection, and that's probably got to do with the vagus nerves and all that stuff. But another another subject, another time. Okay, so that's the emotions that are present. Okay, what's the function of the large intestine? The purpose of the large intestine is to absorb water and salts from the material that has not been digested as food and get rid of any waste products left over. By the time food mixed with digestive juices reaches your large intestine, most digestion and absorption has already taken place. Okay, let's jump over here to the stomach. Remember, ask your device, attributes of the stomach. The stomach secretes acids and enzymes that digest food, ridges of muscle. Am I sharing my screen? Hold on, let me back up here. No, I am not. I apologize. I humbly apologize. Okay, there we go. Now I'm sharing my screen. Uh, you all can do the search. I talked about the large intestines. Just to give you a quick look at that page. It looks pretty much the same, just different wording because different organ. Large intestine, or the anal and canal and stuff, and drop down. You got the picture. Okay, now let's go over here to stomach. Stomach secretes acid enzymes that digest food. Ridges of muscle tissue called rugae line the stomach. The stomach muscles contract periodically, churning food to enhance digestion. The pyloric sphincter is a muscular valve that opens to allow food to pass from the stomach to the small intestines. Okay, stuff can't move until it's ready. You remember what I said? Keep it moving, keep it going, keep it flowing. Man, your body's phenomenal at doing that. Okay? Four parts of the stomach, structure of the stomach, four, three functions of the stomach. What is the main function of the stomach? Okay, I'm going to hit that. Four main functions of the stomach. The core function of the human stomach is as an aid to digestion. The four key components of gastric digestive function are its function as reservoir. It's got to hold it, right? Acid secretion, got to break it down. Enzyme secretion, got to break down those proteins. And its role as gastrointestinal motility. You got to keep it moving. Keep it moving, keep it going, keep it flowing. Y'all heard that before? Okay, so that's that. I'm going to stop sharing right now. And I'm going to talk about something in regards to your awareness aside from this is a quick tidbit aside from asking your device. Some people are more tactile. So here is one of the best anatomy books historically known. This book was published, first edition was published in August 1858, Gray's Anatomy. It's been out there so long, you can copy anything from this book and not have to worry about copyright infringement because after 17 years, you can do that with most material. After what? 1858? What's that? Uh, 42 plus 100, 142 plus 20, 162 years. I think they don't have, I think the original writers won't have a problem with you copying this material. And for the sake of you all's awareness, I'm going to say this about what it is that I'm presenting to you. It's my take on a lot of information that is as old as this, if not, and much older, because the human body, as in this design, has been here for millions of years. I guess thousands of millions, whatever. Look it up. Ask your device. So, if you want to plagiarize me, I have no problem. You're not going to steal anything brand new. And if you steal from me, you might just help somebody. Okay? If you want to give me credit for, my particular take on something, that's fine too. I have no problem with that. Here's another book for you. Human Anatomy and Physiology. Crash course. That's some kind of one of those cliff notes almost. Okay? For folks who are in school having to go through a course on human anatomy and physiology. Here we go again. Human anatomy and physiology. Essentials. Okay? A little bit of a difference in the way these two books are put together. I like that, the diversity. And here we have something called acid and alkaline. The reason why I'm showing you this one is because it talks about the acid alkaline balance, the pH scenario. Okay, so I'm not going to get too deep into that. You can look that up. Ask your device. My job here is to get you started, get you motivated, get you on the way of learning more and taking initiative, because it is your body. Nobody's responsible for it but you. So you need to know what to do. Okay? I ain't gonna be with you all day every day. I mean, you can find me on YouTube, but you're not gonna sit there all day every day. So you're gonna have to know what to do. Something comes up and somebody presents something to you, you gotta discern whether or not that thing is good for you. Might give you a bucket of nails, say, eat this. You gonna eat that bucket of nails? They might give you something that make you feel like it's a bucket of nails inside. Okay. Um, so the crucial thing about um, alkalinity is absorbability. Same thing with acid. Whether or not your body's going to absorb whatever nutrients you're putting into it, it's going to break things down. The acid does that. Also, enzymes do that, and it makes nutrients available. Remember the two primary things that food does? From my discernment, you can read it. Hey, it makes it something different. I keep it real simple. Nourish, cleanse. Two things. You break things down. In the process of breaking down, you're getting particles that are going to feed, nourish, and what have you. All the excess stuff, which fiber is excess from the perspective of is well, it's not excess. What it is the minerals, vitamins, and liquids and what have you are going to nourish the body. The fiber, the soluble, insoluble fiber, is going to cleanse the body. So, two purposes. That's why you want nutrient dense for nourishing and fiber rich for cleansing. Two primary purposes of food. You can get into a whole lot of other little idiosyncratic things, but two primary purposes. Okay, so I'm going to talk about hydration since we're talking about um, that whole liquid thing. Now, the main thing is this: you have to be hydrated on a cellular level. Every part of your body is made up of cells. Those cells make up your skin, your bone, your hair, your nails, and everything in between, all of the liquid fluids and so on and so forth. The fat, all of those things are made up of cells. Okay, so in order for your skin to be pliable, to have that snapback, it has to have cellular hydration. The way you maintain cellular hydration, from my perspective, is you have to adequately mineralize the body, and you have to consume an adequate amount of water. As far as the volume of water, clear water, plain water. I'm not talking about tea, juices, and all those things. They have water content, but those things typically are going to nourish and cleanse, which means they're going to be like the first part of the shower. When you take a shower, you lather up. You're scrubbing, you got soap on there, and you're cleaning and what have you, but you don't leave that on there. You need clean water to rinse off. So you're gonna drink clear water, clean water, different intervals in the day to rinse your organs and get that the waste, sludge, or debris out of the body, off of the aligning of those organs and so on. So that's the main thing we want to consider: cellular hydration, mineralization of the body. Remember that term. Remember that term, mineralization. You're not going to hear that too many other places and stuff, because this is part of my processing. I realized that when we're ingesting minerals, a lot of those minerals are basically what they call tissue salts. They used to have a thing called salt therapy. You don't hear of that anymore because medicine is advanced and they've changed the names on a lot of things, to confound, to confuse, and for additional clarity for these people who are in the school right now. Okay, so mineralization takes place when we have adequate minerals in our body. The best way to get that is to get foods from the ocean. And I'm talking about ocean vegetation. You know, y'all know how popular sea moss is in Bladderwrack because of Dr. Sabi. Venerable Elder did good work. Had his own issues, like I got mine, like you got yours, but he did good work. So, regardless of your issues, your job is to do some good work and leave some quality behind so that folks can have a better quality of life after you're gone. A lot of people are going to have a better quality of life because of that good brother. So, I'm doing my part. He did his part. You got to do yours in your family network, so on and so forth. I'm not going to lecture you on that. You already got it. Okay, so mineralization, you got sea vegetables, sea moss, bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is a kelp, and kelp is basically my go-to. I don't do bladderwrack. I have a different type of kelp that I use, a couple of different types because I like a little bit of variety. Still nutrient dense. And then you have tissue salt. I mean, you have salt therapy and so on. And also, real quick, vitamin, as I learned from Dr. Lilo Africa, God rest his soul, that good brother did some good work. Vital minerals. That's what vitamins means. So they're key minerals and what have you, but then you have other minerals that you don't need as much volume that are called trace minerals that you have a broad array of that you need, which is why you hear so much about sea moss, sea moss, sea moss, sea moss, bladderwrack, 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 bladderwrack. Keep those in your body on a consistent basis for your health because they are there to aid cellular regeneration. When you exercise and what have you, you're not just burning calories. Your organs are processing minerals and what have you for their vitality. And when they go through some stress and strains, a lot of those minerals that are used for their vitalities get depleted. So you have to replenish them consistently. Okay? All right. That's pretty much it for today. And we're going to see you tomorrow. Remember, day 6 of Master Your Life Masterclass. Your life. Get it together. All right. Thank y'all for letting me have this opportunity to share with you. I look forward to tomorrow. Get your breathe on too. Quick commercial break on Wednesdays live on Instagram, and I'm gonna see if I can do it simultaneously on Facebook from now on. I have a breath fire circle where I'm teaching some breathing exercises. Crucial. Be there. See that. Be all about that. Some of that is loaded up on on this YouTube channel. Oh, how y'all like my brand new shiny custom custom link? www http semicolon // youtube.com /C for custom / breath master Aaron Motley, all one word. I love it. So Share that with your folks. Have them come in, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and come get this knowledge. Come get this knowledge. I'm out. Peace.